Let me give you a welcome again because I want to record this. And I'm saying that I'm going to show you something that has been under research for the past 10 years. We muted an idea to automate research. And we realized that over the period, I did my degree and we were in a group, we did our research. We had A minus. But when I got to master's, I realized that I looked at my degree thesis and I realized that what I wrote in quotes it didn't meet the standard. So I was asking my question that why is it so? So my first master's, I did my project work. And then when I was doing the second master's, I realized that also, even though the first master's, I emerged as the best student, and I was the one who read the speech, the valedictorian, speech. So when I was doing my second master's, I realized that different lecturers and different supervisors are giving different perspective of research, and it was worrying. So during that time, there was also the urge to get research done scientifically. So after my second master's, when I started my PhD, but prior to that, what I was doing was that every day I read one article, whether it is in any field which is not related to me. So as I began to read, I realized that different articles had different approaches. And there seemed to be confusion in the academic space. We read a lot about Criswell, the father of qualitative and then also mixed method research, and also realized that he made certain points clear, but in real life situation or in real research, you don't really know what to do. And your supervisor will tell you that go and then you didn't write this part well, but is unable to tell you how to do it. So I just want to tell you that what I'm going to present to you is something that we've thought about for the past 10 years. But the past 10 years, we didn't have the money to buy servers to train the AI. Those times we talk about machine learning. But thank God, today, with the advent, for the past 8 months, with the advent of, AI, with a number of APIs given, it was easy for us to embark on this, journey. What we have done is a novelty, and we have not seen any, but it is meant to revolutionize the academic space and keep us on a certain trajectory. I know that people have had issues with AI, but I'm going to tell you that when the internet came, a number of people make a lot of comments and complaints. Today, internet is with us, and it has become a tool for us to be able to reach anyone, anywhere, at any time. I can blast an advert and reach out to 10 million people on Earth because of the power of the internet. Every technology has the disadvantage, but the fact of the matter is that we develop governance principles and rules and regulations to prevent or prohibit people from using it to do any bad act. So the video I showed to you was actually the extent to which AI has developed. And I just want to show you a snapshot of it. First of all, what AI is doing in health. And it's so amazing. AI has grown to the stage that today we have our youthful gene, a carbon copy within us, that to the extent that as we grow, we are rather seen as corrupting the system. So if you grow, today they are doing research with apes and all that. And when it comes to bear, it means if I have diabetes today, and then they take the youthful gene and they replace it, I will go back like turning the hands of time, and I'll go back my youthful age, and then every disease in the body will be gone. That is the extent to which AI has developed. And what is even dangerous and more, worrying is that we have not come to the realization that we are sitting on a time bomb. And that is very, very serious. Now, I'm going to show you a video of one guy, probably he's also an African, who is worried about the fact that
AI is learning how to...
We have not even thought of, as it were, as a people, the continent of Africa, to even consider this tool. He says we have not lined up even to start anything, whilst other countries are making inroads with this AI. And I want you to listen.
Drive cars, how to fly planes, how to diagnose diseases. And this is just going on and on, sector after sector. AI is beginning to achieve superhuman performance. What does it mean for Africa? AI will touch every industry, from finance to farming. We are on the start of the fourth industrial revolution. The starting gun has been fired, and I'll be very, very honest with you. Right now, Africa has not even lined up on the start line.
So, ladies and gentlemen, which is why there is a need for us to lace our boots and get into this game, because I can tell you, for where I sit and what I know and what I see, it is very dangerous not to be part of this technological revolution. In medicine, AI has done similar.
And like most of us, if we just look at...
And I just want you to see this as well. Listen, watch the video, and then just come to terms with yourself.
Today's medicine, someone my age has much fewer days ahead than behind them. And these days ahead do not look very bright for someone in their 50s, and certainly for someone in their 60s, 70s, and 80s. And the longer I live, and the more research that I see, and the results that are coming out from not just my group of 20 scientists at Harvard, but around the world, including here in the UAE, tells us that this change in medicine is coming. It's really no longer an if, it's really a question of when. We were visiting G42 and the Emirati Genome Project folks today and yesterday. And what I know is that through the development of genomic technology, which the UAE is very advanced in, I would say probably the leading country in the world in genetics, but also advancements in artificial intelligence and the ability to read the structures of the cell in atomic detail, that these combined technologies will advance medicine so fast that none of us in this room can imagine what life will be like in the near future. I'm also here to tell you that there's been a really remarkable discovery made by one of my students, actually, Wencheng Lu. He's now 30 years old, and when he was about 27, he made what I think is one of the most remarkable discoveries of a lifetime. What he discovered, as I'll tell you today, is that there is a backup copy of youth in every cell in our bodies. What does this mean for us? It means that if you see somebody who's old and frail and sick, you should not think of them as old. You should look at them as though they have a corrupted software that needs to be reinstalled. And in my lab, we are learning now how to do that.
All right. So just as a means of introducing this whole platform to you, just to keep our minds very active and to know that the future is very worrying if we don't get into the game. Now, as I sit here with all the certification I have and with all the things that I have done, because artificial intelligence is just the simulating of human intelligence into machines that are programmed to think, act, and reason like human beings. So the way I act can be put in a machine. And what it means is that once the machine is programmed to act and think and reason like me, it will be able to do that. But it cannot replace me because it needs human being to program it to be able to act. And that is where we come in. So yes, a lot of jobs will be lost, but there will be the AI economy that will be created. And that economy will have value chain, and there will be value addition from the beginning of the chain to the end. If you play in now and you lead your industry where you are, then you can create not just a competitive advantage for yourself, but a comparative advantage for yourself. So I'm going to introduce to you our new innovative platform, which we call the ScholarAI. But before I do this, let me show you this short video about the ScholarAI, and then I will then show you what it is able to do. These are the articles the system would. You see Taylor and Francis. This is Frontier and Springer. So let me see. I only type this artificial intelligence application, and it said implementing studies of AI in Africa. Maybe I want to use this. So I move to introduction and I generate the introduction. So this is the introduction. This is a proposal. Generate the problem statement. This is the problem statement. The problem statement is properly crafted and it is just wonderful. Let's read the problem statement. In recent years, the implementation of artificial intelligence in educational setting has gained significant attention due to its potential to transform teaching and learning. And then another author. The urgency of exploring this topic lies in the increasing need to bridge the digital divide and enhance educational access and quality, particularly in the African context, also with reference. This is just amazing. So we move to generate the methodology. And this is carefully crafted because we selected initially that we're doing qualitative research. It brought qualitative research design. Let's use a case study, the technique. Let's use the purposive sampling. Okay, so let's see how we can do this. And this is done. Properly referenced. You see, so the population of the studies consists of individuals involved in African ecosystem. Those this, and with a population of 200, and the purposive sampling method will be employed to select participants who have first-hand experience with AI implementation in education. Purposive sampling allowed for targeted selection of participants who possess relevant knowledge and expertise. But there's the significance of the study. If you are not okay with this, we can retry. So I'm going to download and boom, this is what I have. This is the power of the ScholarWriteAI. Just want to show you that what you have done, if you go back to your dashboard, everything is there. If you could not finish, you can continue on from any point. All right, so this is the ScholarAI. So when you go to www.ScholarWriteAI, you can access the platform, and this is the URL. If you access the platform, it's going to give you the opportunity to sign up. And once you sign up, you have the opportunity to generate a topic and an introduction. And then from there, if you are satisfied and you want to sign up, you can sign up and then use the platform. I've posted the URL in the chat. You can have it. So this is the platform, and what you do is when you log on, you have this interface. You can click on log in or register, and then you type your username and your password, and you log in. This is the platform. Now, there are various packages. We have the platinum package, we have the gold and the silver package. The silver is for degree holders. The gold is for degree and master's holders. And the platinum is for degree, master's, and PhD holders. And in addition, we have a proofread tool here to help you to proofread and fix all the errors in your work. And then we also have the almighty problem solver, that if you have any challenge with any question a lecturer has given to you, it's going to break it down and take you through a process which will guide you to understand the question and be able to help yourself. And more importantly, for those who are lecturers and then academicians, you have a writing tool here to help you to write your articles and be able to publish in high index, journal. So I just want to walk you through, a simple process. I am an administrator, so I have access to everything. But if you sign in as a platinum member, you will not have the proofreading and the problem solver. So let's see what happens here. Now I'm going to interact with you. I just want to draft a proposal. And normally when we are doing our master's or PhD, even the degree, our lecturers will tell us to supervisors will ask us to bring up our proposal or even the topic. And getting a topic is a problem. So you see students going to lecturers and asking them to give them topics. But ideally, when you want to generate a topic, the thing you should have done, you have seen a hand up. I want to finish so that I can address your issue for you. So if you want to develop your topic, then normal practice says that at a degree level, you may have read about 10 to about 15 papers, okay, to establish what we call the literature gaps. Either theoretical gap, it could be empirical gap, it could be contextual gap, whatever, or perspective gap. And then these gaps, when you see them, you use that as justification to develop your topic. And even couching the topic becomes a problem. So if we have a tool that can assist us to do that, then it helps our work to be more efficient. So I want you to help me. Anyone has any concept? Here, you enter research keywords and use comma to separate them. So whatever keyword you have, assuming you are starting a research, you are a PhD holder, a degree holder, or a master's, you don't know which area to work, but you have an idea. I'm doing something in management study. I want someone to just post or tell me any topic or something he wants to research. So we use this as an example. Who can help? Anyone? Okay, I have something here. Corporate social responsibility. I have Janet Achu. Okay, so I'm going to put here corporate social responsibility. So, madam, I mean, where do you want the research to be conducted? So, are you seeing what we are doing? This is what we call scope. We are giving the topic a scope, right? So, this is also a learning process for you, the students, or whoever is using this platform. At least you know for a topic, you should have the scope. Now I said using AI to solve supply chain disruption. Okay, I get another topic. So let's assume that somebody says digital currency. Very nice. So let's say the scope is what? Ghana. But here, right from the onset, the 3 research approaches are given to you. Even if you don't have any idea, you know that you have quantitative, qualitative, and the mixed method. You can quickly make reference. Now, this is a pre-launch test because we want to get feedback from you. Now, in the main launch, you will see that when you put your cursor on the quantitative approach, it's going to pop up a tooltip and tell you what quantitative approaches, qualitative approaches, mixed method to guide you in the learning process. So I'm going to select corporate governance. I'll select a qualitative approach. And then here, because I am a platinum user, I have access to undergrad, masters, and PhD. So, madam, is it a master's or a PhD proposal? Yeah, a PhD proposal. Or you can, yeah, let me see. Undergrad, okay. Undergrad, so let's select undergrad. So someone is going to get a topic. So you will click here. Now what this system is doing now is that it is going to read 15 articles. And these articles are top high index articles. Now it depends on the speed of your internet as well. Now this is actually what other platforms cannot do. ChatGPT cannot do this because it's going to give you either fictitious papers. It cannot go into the academic database. But let's see what we have. We just typed corporate social responsibility. Now see what it has done. Now I just want to prove to you that this is what we do when we draw our table and we put the title of the research, the purpose, the method in trying to establish the literature gap. So let's see what we have here. It says developing essential competencies for academic advisors. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me retry this. I think it's picking something. in the area of AI. I was told that there was a lot of traffic, on our IP because a lot of people were generating topics using the trial version. Okay. All right, let me see this. I think let me retry. There's a serious traffic on our our API, and it's just amazing. Okay. Okay. I get where this is coming from, but let me use this for the example. Let me see corporate social responsibility. Let me see where this thing is coming from. So it generates 4 topics for you and then gives you opportunity to use your own topic as well. Okay. I see that where it's coming from, right? Members, there's traffic on our server, and that's what is causing that, because we should have shut it down, for this study. So what it does is, you see strategy for enhancing collaboration and communication between academic advisors and students. And normally what it will do is that it will give you 3 topics. Now here you can as well put, if you are not satisfied with what the system has generated, what you will do is you still put your topic, here, okay? But you can then select from the topics that has been given, all right? And that will help you select the best. Let me take another, there was something on digital currency, let me pick that one. ABC. Okay. Okay. So we know where this thing is coming from. So let's look at this. So it generates a topic for you, okay? And I can select any of these topics, assuming this is what I'm working on, okay? And once I generate emotion detectors and sentiment analysis in multimodal data, I can generate the introduction. And I'm walking you through to appreciate how the system functions, okay? This is the introduction. Now, we have built in a number of different writing styles if you would want to change this writing style to another one. But this is the introduction. Now, guess what? All the references you see here are current references based on that topic in that particular field, how well they have researched. So you can retry if you think that what you have is not fit, for purpose. And you keep retrying in terms of sometimes it's going to give you more voluminous data. Other times it will look at the text that it goes back to the database and then pull additional articles because the particular writing style you adopted, you are not okay with it. But more importantly, there are structures in here that we have built in quotes that helps us to what? Write. And these structures are just amazing. This is just the intro. I just want to move to the next. From intro, you go to problem statement. Most times our students hardly understand the structure of the research itself. So this is the problem statement. So it's saying that emotion detection and sentiment analysis in multimodal data is a topic of global significance as it has wide-ranging application in various fields, right? So it's giving some historical perspective. And then when you come down, it also identified several literature gaps in the study. So it's like the research work itself that we are doing has been drilled down to a mathematical formula. Now, if you read, it said to firmly establish the key concept central to this research, several citations from literature can be referenced. Hange et al. Defined emotion detectors as the process of recognizing and categorizing emotion states from various modalities. They emphasize the integration of textual, visual, and acoustic features for comprehensive analysis. Additionally, you see the writing style. So this has been carefully and is giving you in-text citation, and this cannot be seen anywhere now. Probably, from now, people will also try to do, this. So, and these are all properly referenced. And since this is the test, pre-lunch, when we're done, I'll require you to ask your question. Remember, we selected qualitative research, right? And because we selected qualitative, the system is giving us research objectives, they are here, and then the research questions. If we did quantitative, it will pull up hypothesis in addition to the research objectives. And it says objective 1 to critically analyze the existing theories and research on emotion detection and sentiment analysis in multimodal data. And it goes with its own research question. So what are the gaps and limitations in the existing literature on emotions and detentions and sentiments analysis and it goes like that. So for each objective, it has its own research question. Then we go to generate the preliminary literature. So it does theoretical review and also empirical review in addition. And all is based on the data, the pool of data that has been pulled, for you. So I also indicated that your internet connectivity will also play a critical role. If your internet is not that strong, it will take time to pull this literature, up. So we wait for it, and like I said, you can always retry. So this is the theoretical review. This is the theoretical review. So can we all stop our videos? Can we close our videos? Or maybe I have to disable that. Okay, so this is the theoretical review, and like I said, you can try other writing style. Then we move to the empirical review. So this is the empirical review, and then we move to the methodology, and watch this. Remember, we selected qualitative research. So it's giving us qualitative research designs. So this is to help guide the student that he would not use qualitative approach for quantitative study or quantitative approach for qualitative study. That these things cannot be done. So I'm going to use, let's say, a case study, and then you have the sampling techniques also here. All the sampling techniques for quality. If you want to add more, you can, but it's to make sure that you don't use a qualitative sampling technique for a quantitative study. And most times that's what the problem we have when we go for defense and all that. So I'm choosing purposive sampling. And of course, if you're doing your proposal, you should have an idea of what the population looks like. So let's assume that I'm dealing with a population of, let's say, 200. Okay, I'm just going to type 200. And then now I come to what? The primary data or secondary data. If I say primary data, it gives me the opportunity to select the primary data here. If I say secondary data, it gives me the opportunity to select the secondary data from a range from then to. If I say both, it does the same thing for me. So that is the engineering that has gone on in this way. So I'm going to choose primary data and say we're going to do interviews, right? Then I say generate. So when I'm done, I'm going to answer all your questions, please. So that is the methodology that has been generated. And like I said, always have the opportunity to regenerate when you see that the writing style is not up to what you, require. Okay? Then you move to significance of the study. So it is still working out. So significance of the study. If you were to be doing PhD, it would add what we call the motivation of the study. So this is the significance of the study. And for significance of the study, we look at various aspects of the study in terms of how significant it is to the field and how it adds literature to the existing body of knowledge, the theoretical aspect, the practice, the policy relevant. All these things have been factored in the writing. So technically, this is really going to help you to, and then you have the limitation of the study. Then you can be done with this and also generate the references. Okay, so at the end of the day, this is what you have as your work. Okay, and you can as well download it and this is what you have. Now, the good thing about this platform is that you can go back to your dashboard. If you did start this from a stage and then you were unable to finish, what this does is that it gives you an opportunity to finish. It tells you where you are. Okay, this one, it says, is an empirical review. But all the work that you have done over the period, I can give you an example, something of addressing the spiritual needs of population in pastoral care and counseling. Look at this. So this is the work. Okay, this is it. I think it was a mixed study. This is the preliminary, and this is the proposed methodology. and then the significance of the study, the scope, and the references are here, right? So there's quite a number of works here that has been generated. And of course, when you finish with this, you need to add some bit to it, because this is not meant to write everything for you. But it gives you the structure, it gives you about 80% of the work. Then aside that, like I said, you can also write your chapter 1 and 2, which is also very critical with the work we do most in research. So once you have the proposal, you can use that same topic to write your chapter 1 and 2, and you go through the process. And for those of us who are doing article writing and all that, we can as well write an article, okay? And we can write an article and it will take you through the process like we did here, but this is adhering to the top journal standards. The writing has been crafted, and if you watch here, for instance, you have what? Those, if you're doing social research, if you want to write formal, if you want to write scholarly, if you are in the biological sciences and engineering, you choose the writing style you want to, because the engineering science, they do more of maths and some sort of calculations, okay? But the biological science also do some sort of in-depth, the physicists, the chemistry, and the biology. The writing style is quite different, their methodology is different and all that. This has been factored into this writing, and it's just amazing, okay? And more importantly, the last thing I want to show to you, so that I'll take my question, has to do with the proofreading. So this is proofreading, and you can pick any text anywhere. Let me see if I can get a text anywhere. You can pick any text anywhere and then do proofread. Okay, so this is a paper that was worked on, okay, Lumi currency something. So I want to pick the introduction, and I'm going to do proofreading. So it has set up to 1,000 words. So I'm going to do proofreading. So when I say submit, we'll compare to what it is previously and then now. So this is the output, okay? So here it starts with the implication of the currency on regional stability and development of Africa, a topic of significance. They say the document's core purpose is to analyze the potential implication of Lumi currency on regional stability and Africa and development in Africa. Then if you go here, it says scholars have offered various perspectives, okay? Then they say the writing style aligns with this proposed by presenting various perspectives and works of scholarships that contributes to our understanding of the topic. So it does also what we call, apart from the editing, issues of punctuations and all that. This proofread tool does that, but it accepts up to 1,000 words. I can pull another tool, let me find something. Okay, this looks good. Another paper. Something on e-procurement. Okay, so I want to put this in here. And then submit. Okay, so this is what it says, and the proofread, this is what it also says. The core purpose of this document is to discuss the benefit and effectiveness of e-procurement system in contemporary organization. Okay, the intended audience for this document is likely professionals in procurement or supply chain, in that order. So let me briefly also move to the problem solver. So this one, briefly, you have a question that a lecturer has given to you, and you would want to seek some sort of clarification from the question. I want to see if I have any question, here, but let me see if I can get a question, quality, if I can get a question somewhere. I want to make sure that I don't show questions to you. That is not, but I'm going to copy the question and then send it to you. So we have a question here, and it's about lean operations. Okay. You can put a mathematical question in there. It's going to work it out and provide a solution for you. So let me see. There's a question here. And let me share my screen. It says compare and contrast something. So I need to enter which sector or key area I'm dealing with. I'm doing something on lean operations. If it is science, I will do that. And you select the program. So all the programs are loaded here. We don't have all here. We are still in the testing space. But I'm choosing other. And then here, the complexity of the answer. If you wanted to deal it like somebody who doesn't have any idea in that field, you can say simple. You choose moderate when you want to go a little bit high, complex and super complex. So let me choose moderate. So I'm going to post the question here and then click analyze. By the time I click analyze, the system is going to break the question down for me to understand, and then take me through the process of solving this question. And then give me an idea of how the answer will look like. So here it says that introduction, hi, let's get together and solve this problem step by step. Say problem category. The problem is in the it's in the other category. That's what I said. This means that it's not related to math, science, or engineering, but rather a general topic. Okay. Simplification of the problem. We need to understand the difference between current state mapping and future state mapping and value stream mapping, and how they affect the company's strategy. Now, key component. It says the key component is value stream mapping, current state mapping, future state mapping, and strategic implication. Do you see what it's doing? It's breaking down the question for you to understand. So guided question for understanding. What is value stream mapping? What is current state and all that? Now, steps by step breakdown. Understand what is value stream, what value stream mapping is. Learn about current state and all that. So the tools here, it says that visual stream mapping is a tool used to analyze and improve a company's process. It's telling you what it is. Current state is a visual representation of the current process flow. And in that manner, then say critical thinking encouragement. How can a company use these maps to identify areas for improvement? What are some potential challenges a company might face when implementing changes based on these maps? And how can a company ensure that the strategy aligns with their goals? Okay, then it gives you conclusion, encouragement. Then it comes here. Now, solution. Now, it breaks the thing down and then helps you to understand. So you have a starting point to understand the question and even solve the question, itself. And it is here. And what is even mind-blowing, and what sometimes we lecturers, we don't do, it's not our fault, probably, because of time. The system is giving you the practical example and its implication. It says the title breaks theory and practice. Okay, that's what it said, the real world impact of academic solution. So it gives you the introduction. It said the real world application. In the manufacturing industry, value stream mapping is extensively used to optimize production process. For example, a technology company seeking to optimize its operation may apply current state mapping to identify inefficiencies and areas of improvement. By analyzing the entire process, they can identify waste, bottlenecks, and areas. So the industry application, how it can apply in the industry, its impact and assessment, and then limitation and the abstract nature of the question itself. If the question is more abstract, you will know that it doesn't, relate to the industry. Then when you finish, if you have any follow-up question, you can add a follow-up question. So I can go and say that it is saying something about current state mapping. I can copy this and say that I need more clarification on it. So start. It's going to break that down, explain it for me to understand. Okay, and that's what it has done. Okay, it said in response to the follow-up question, we can explain the current state mapping, focusing on document and understanding the current state of a process, while future states focusing on blah blah. Then it said to explain this to immediate students, we can use an analogy of a journey. Imagine now it is now explaining to your understanding. Okay, and it's just mind-blowing. So this is what we wanted to share with you. We were hit by today serious traffic on our website, and we understand the enthusiasm and how people would want to use this platform, but we're also doing some updates as well to make sure that we're able to show you something today. I think the advert we put out there rather put more pressure on the site, but that is being fixed, and I would like to now listen to your comments and your questions in this regard. But you can go there and sign up and have the trial. But let me say this. For those who are going to sign up now or today or tomorrow, the official launch is somewhere the end of this month. But when we launch, we will reset the whole thing so that you can use it for the 30 days. We can reset the whole thing. It means that what you're using now to the end of the month is going to be free. But will start counting at the end of the month. But let me show you the subscription. So we also appraise ourselves with it. So this is the subscription. This is the plan. So if you're a silver user, you're going to have 15 proposals. The system will generate 15 proposals for you. It will generate 15 chapter 1 and 15 chapter 2 for you. In other words, 15 chapter 1 and 2. Then at the end of the month, when it expires, you have access to the platform, but you cannot generate new proposal. It works like just like the way ChatGPT is based on tokens, and we pay for the tokens. So there's a limit to the token that you can use. And it goes for $19.99. Though I know people are going to say it is crazy. Now the idea is not just to, just make money, but the idea is to make sure that people learn from this tool so that they can write very well and their writing style will also improve. If you are going for silver is for undergraduates. If you are going for gold, then you will have the silver in addition to the gold, and the gold is for masters and it's still degree, it's still proposal in chapter 1 and chapter 2. The platinum takes the gold in addition, which has the degree and the masters. And though gold is for $29.99, it's also 15. So see something. If you take gold, you have 15 degree proposal, 15 master's proposal, in essence 30. And then 15 degree chapter 1 and chapter 2, and 15 master's chapter 1, chapter 2. So in other words, you have 30. And then if you come to PhD, which is the platinum, you have 15 for the silver, 15 for gold, and 15 for platinum. In other words, you have 45, you can generate 45, but 15 for each category. And then the proofread is just a tool on its own. That one is not limited. If you want to use it, it expires at the end of the month, but you don't have restrictions as to the number of proofread that you will do. So when you do your assignment, you can just post it there for proofreading to correct certain things in it for you. And then we have the article writing, which stands on its own, which also you are doing 15 articles, and it's going for $19.99 dollars for 30 days. And when it expires, you still have access to your platform. If you want to write and the next subsequent papers, then you subscribe. And the problem solver, which is a tool just to help any other person to be able to understand, any complex question, any field, you can subscribe for $5 because we want everyone to have access to this platform as well. So I want to thank you, and I will stay back for your questions. First of all, let me attempt to go. Hello.
Yeah, please. This is Joseph Quatin.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Joseph,
sorry, sir. Please, yes, sir. Please, does it have a plagiarism checker or an AI detector? Because most of the AIs that we use in writing our academic papers, at the end of the day, they have choose like 10 18, and then it will just flout the whole thing, and you get there. So
okay, so
the scholar has something to help.
Let me address that. Now the scholar works with I will turn it in, right? As for AI detectors, I can build one myself, okay? And allow it to fight against itself. Now, this is what is happening. And I'm going to show you something live for you to appreciate, what is really happening. The AI has not developed to the level where we should have anti-AI. All right? It hasn't. So all those platforms, they are just making money. So do you know of Quillboot? Do we know of Quillboot?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Do you
Yes,
know
we
that
know.
anything you put in Qboot, the AI flags it, the anti-AI flags it as, AI detected?
No, sir. No,
Yeah?
sir.
Hello?
No. I don't know. I don't
You
know
don't
that.
know? Okay, so let's do that. That's why we are here. So let's do that. I'm going to go to, and the good news is that it's as if I knew that we are going to deal with some of these questions. So let's deal with it. The video I showed about our platform, if you saw the Turnitin similarity score, it was 20. And in fact, if I had gone through with you, would have seen that areas that they highlighted, they were all 111%. And there's some areas some words that were common. And whoever has that document can do that. And remember, most of the platforms as it is now are not yielding to the anti-AI platforms. The reason is that the AI itself has not developed to the level that is expected for an anti-AI. And that movement are those who, for want of better word, are really scared. But the AI doesn't store any data. So I give you an example. I take my own work, right? And then I tell the AI to use the writing style as guide. And the AI has it. Then you come in and say that use Boyson writing style. And then an anti-AI flags it that it was AI generated. Was it not for me? Do you get what I'm saying? Is it not my writing style?
Yes. But you see, the main issue is, I'm even shocked you are saying, sorry, cobalt can,
No,
cobalt, if you change,
no, don't worry. I'm going
if
to
you
show
change
you.
anything in cobalt, it can still be detected.
No, yeah. I'm going to show it to you now. Just a minute.
Okay.
I just want us to work with some sort of evidence. So now, this quill boots, we all know. I'm going to pick, let me pick something that's a research work from somewhere or something from Google's Scholar. That makes it more original. So let me take Google Scholar. So I'm doing something on AI, something. So this paper, can we see the paper? Can we all see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
I'm going to pick the introduction. Watch something. Now, I have one of the anti-AI here, which is called original AI, right? This is it. So I'm going to put this thing in. I have subscribed for this. Going to put it in and then search. I just want you to see how these guys they work. So it's scanning. Do you see what it has done? It says it is 100% AI. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
How is that possible? I'm only proof I can pick the anti-AI one by one. And myself and my guy, Teddy, we wanted to take these guys on because they are just collecting money. How can, let me pick another one. It said 100% original zero. And this is a paper, let's see. This is it. Where was this published? It's 2023. It says that whatever they wrote here was AI. Okay, it has been published. Let me go to rather even a paper that is, we know Elsevier or something. Okay, this is Elsevier, right? You know, Elsevier is a Scopus index. In fact, they own Scopus. So I'm going to pick their abstract of this paper. And until we do some of these tests to expose some of these things, you wouldn't know what is happening in the space. So don't go and write your paper and go and put it in any anti-AI. I mean, most of the universities are not complying with this because they even don't know how, they cannot figure out what is going to happen in the future in terms of this AI. And if I put my writing style in and I ask it to write like me, is it not me that is my writing style? If they are plagiarized, it should be me. Okay, so you say it's 100% what? Original. Now, watch this. So I'm going to Quillboot. I've pasted it here. I'm going to paraphrase what was written. And take it back. So this is what is happening. Have you seen it? My boss.
Yeah.
Does this make sense?
Sir, I never knew this.
No,
Sir,
does
this
this,
means
that, no,
that,
this,
okay,
no, let's, I want us to discuss this. Does this make sense?
no, sir.
Okay, assuming I picked this thing, right? The first one I picked, and I put it in ChatGTP, and I say that is to generate a writing style for me. I want to write like that guy. The fact that the thing went through the platform, the fact that it passed there, they flagged it as what? AI, which is wrong. And that's why most institutions, even high index journals, they are very particular in the use of the anti-AI because they are doing anything, they are using Quillboots against itself. So, what do you call it? ChatGTP against itself. And when you go to other AI platforms, the same thing. What is important and what we need to champion is the fact that if I have done my work and you have copied my work, you need to recognize it. But it is not the writing style. That is the error these guys are committing. And look, AI is advancing health. We have not done anything anti-AI to health. Have we? We have not done that. But because in academia, we would have to embrace this change and then polish the writing style of students so that they can speak very good English and write scholarly, we have introduced something against that exploitation. And how would this student learn to improve? Do you know what we did? Another test we did is this. We just copied the same thing. The one is flagged that is all AI. And then we just made mistakes in the grammar. And then he said it was original. Because now he sees that it is human being that wrote it because there is mistakes. How does this make sense? So this is where we find ourselves. And I don't want... Grammarly came long time ago, if you remember. Grammarly has been flagged on this platform as what? That anything that comes from Grammarly, checking punctuations and other things, it's also what? An AI. So all these platforms don't concentrate on it. We are dealing with what? What do you call it? The Turnitin platform. That makes sure that people's work, if they are not referenced, I mean, you'll be found to have plagiarized, and that's a very big offense. But it is not how you paraphrase the sentence. That doesn't make sense. It is the context within that sentence that if it's not acknowledged, you have a problem, but not how it was paraphrased. So now Quillbook, people don't use Quillbook because if you write anything in, it will flag like I showed you. That is AI. And check what it did. You see what we did in Quillbook. What something? See the corrections it did though. The ones that are not highlighted, okay, are the ones that, I mean, these ones are the ones that were changed, okay? And look at this. Does it make sense that you will say that originality is 1%? I mean, just look at it. It doesn't make sense. And people subscribe to this, and then they are just making money and rejecting papers. In the US, there has been a legislation, it will pass recently, that allows students to use AI. Because the future is AI. And if you bar people from using it, you are being backward. So these in the academic space, we need to re-engineer how we set our questions and how we even do our promotions. Is it about publication that will give you the promotion, or is it about the fact that you have a project that you have executed, maybe a paper that you have executed? I know universities, some universities in the UK, and you see somebody who has just one paper and that person is a professor. Why? Because just one project he did has impacted the society. It's not the number of citations, I mean, you have. So this is where we are getting to. And if we are not very careful, we'll all be clouded out. Because you see, as we sit here and complain, do you see the study, what I showed to you? They are doing a study where they can reverse your age. But we are here complaining. But they are working. We are here doing anti-AI, but they are working. Do you get it? And we need to keep focus and make sure that we can take advantage of this, I mean, explosion, okay? And also secure our space. Now, what we are doing, the next platform we are bringing, we call it business decks. You can write strategic plan at just a click of a button. Do you think the business guys will come and say they are going to do anti? They won't do it because it helps them to perform routine tasks and other things. You get it? So this is the perspective I wanted to introduce so that we can appreciate that. I hope I've addressed your question. Yeah, there's another comment.
Yes, sir. But so what
Okay,
are
those
you,
are
the doctors, the professors, going to do about such issues?
oh,
Because I remember
go ahead.
I submitted a research paper and turned it in. Actually, I was given 23%, but still they gave me zero because they said it is AI, and then there was plagiarism found. So I don't know where we are getting to as Ghanaians, especially if you
No, but
attend any Ghanaian school.
yeah, because you see, the fact of the matter is that that professor who is using the anti-AI doesn't even understand the underlying structure under the AI, but he's using it. Okay? And I'm come to tell you, we are going to launch a serious campaign against this anti-AI. And what I'm doing, this test I'm doing, we'll do a lot and put it out there. Because the guys are just taking money for, nothing. So, like I told you, you didn't know today that Quillboot, anything that pass in is anti-AI. It's flagged as anti-AI. You didn't know. You get it? And that's worrying. And these are things that professors, they are doing that because they want to protect their terrain. Where we are, nobody can protect anything. It is a free world. Okay? So they will be hit by the reality very soon. And once US passes that legislation, a number of institutions will stop that. A professor gave an assignment and the student did it in one of the universities in the US. And then he gave them zero. And the student complained. And they said they use AI. Because he was using anti-AI. They found out that that was not the case. The guy was almost sacked. So anything we feed in, if you are using ChatGPT, take note, anything we feed in, the system is learning. So the way I ask my question on ChatGPT, it is also what? Learning. So it is going to learn me, the user, as I log in, how I ask my question. It becomes a style for it. Because take the AI as an empty space and then you are training it. So the amount of data you put in, you train it. So how can you plagiarize somebody's writing style that he has put into the AI? It doesn't make sense. So at least with this platform, you know what to do. You see the writing style, you can do some editing. And it also makes the work easy for you. If you have to read about 30 papers, you see, we have reached the stage in life that the brain is not used for repetitive tasks, but it is used for something novel and innovative. Over the past century that we started teaching training students, ask yourself, which of the students we've trained that after school he's able to secure a job and work without training? That is not the case. Sometimes they train them for 6 months. So there is a whole hit that is coming, and it is too explosive. And that's why we have to, all those professors who are jumping, when the people are paying, Bill Gates is putting $1 billion into AI infrastructure in Australia. China is building a 30 billion AI industry. They are not thinking about you. You don't matter. You understand? So you can be there and then jump. That is fine. But the fact of the matter is that that explosion will come. In medicine, in health, they encourage the student to use AI because that is what helps with their research. So why are we not setting researchable questions? So that as I teach my student the AI, And the questions I ask them, the AI doesn't have the answers because it cannot be fed in it. So I use it against itself for them to do critical, thinking. All right. So Nana, I think that
Doc,
this is what it is. Yes.
Doc, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Really
I'm any parting. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, no, please, I have my question. This is Bernard. Like, I want to ask if, like, the AI can generate the conceptual framework of.
Yeah. That you see, we can do all that, but there again, we are releasing these things bit by bit. What we don't want to do, and if you go on the platform, the terms of condition, we have indicated that we are not using this for academic dishonesty and all that, but it is a guide. So in the next 3 months, you see a tool like a conceptual framework being developed. You can also see the chapter 3, okay, having a kind of an idea of the chapter 3. And then you deal with your chapter 4, collect your data, and then the chapter 5. Now, this tool you see it's nowhere. This is the first of its kind. And people will begin to also look at it if they could develop similar platform like the anti-AI. A lot of packages came. And the reason why this place is a no-go area, this is more academic inclined. It's not something you can just go through codes and all that. And as I told you, this has been, in fact, what you see on the platform, we have done more than 200 pages of codes. That is giving us the result that you're seeing. So it's not a joke. So we are doing that consistently, but every 3 months there will be a new, release just to guide us, and the platform will be more interactive. So you'll be seeing that very soon. Conceptual framework is not there. We've done it in-house. So here we do thesis mentorship at Knowledge Web Center. We will not do your research work for you, but we will mentor you to do it. We will tell you the technique and we will demystify the entire research for you to understand. And that's what we do here. So if you get to your chapter 3 and you have issues, you can join the thesis mentorship program. We teach online. You can come in. We have a blue room here where you can have access, and then whenever you don't understand, you want explanation. And what we do is, if you are writing a particular manuscript, we will write and then show it to you and tell you to use this guide to write. So most of the people who have passed through this training, they can sleep at any time and ask them any documents that they have generated, and they can tell you, which page number and all that. There are a couple of them on the platform, and one lady, I'm not going to mention her name, she's doing her PhD, and as part of the agreement, she has to read a paper every day. Now she came here somewhere 27th, up until today, she's reading a paper, and I can tell you, she's about to explode because there's so much knowledge that he has acquired in the field, to the extent that the proposal that she wrote, she is changing it because she reads them. And that's what we really do here. So any more questions? Sure. The big difference between these two and ChatGPT. Yeah, thank you so much. I've seen. Yeah. So yes. Any question?
hello, Doc.
Oh, Evans, how are you?
I'm fine, Doc. How are you too? Long time.
I know that you are worried. At your time, during those times, you should have had this.
I'm telling you. Yeah, we have been cheated for long, Doc.
There's not cheat.
Doc.
Yes.
Doc, so like you rightly said, as this will do about 80% of the work, meaning that the remainder 20 is about you to add up to whatever you've generated from the scholarly.
Of course, you need to add certain things. And I can tell you, we can allow the AI to do everything, but that's not our objective.
Okay.
Our objective is to make sure that people see the scientific aspect of what research, right? And that
Okay.
they see. So if you are very observant, you realize that after writing the proposal, and I can give you an example. There are several proposals that have been written. I can give you one example. You would get to know that, let me see. I think yesterday we had a similar. I want you to just see something. And let me say this. Do you know that when supervisor access, right, our Zoom user, I can see your hand up. I'll allow you to talk. Yeah. Please watch this. This is aligning educational programs with labor market and all that. All right?
Okay.
So watch. Watch the writing. It says that in recent years, the alignment of educational programs with labor market needs has emerged as a crucial area of focus for ensuring graduate employability in West Africa. Have you seen the intro? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Have you seen
Yes,
it?
sir.
Now look at
Yes.
it. As the regions undergo rapid socio-economic changes, it is imperative to address the complex dynamics between education and job market in order to equip graduates with the necessary skills and knowledge to thrive in their career. Now it's a PhD work. So this PhD thesis aims to contribute to this pressing issue by exploring strategies to align educational programs with labor market demands, ultimately enhancing graduate employability. That is the first block. So if you're a student and you are going through this, and I can tell you this is a mathematical formula, right? So for each one, there's a prompt that is addressing, okay? And in the introduction, you will get to know that as it progresses, you see, it identifies what we call the literature gaps. See, in identifying the gaps in current literature, it is crucial for shaping the direction and focus of the research project. These gaps can fall into various categories, including theoretical gaps, methodological critique, empirical data deficiency, and contextual consideration. If you read, it's going to, and the problem statement well crafted, the methodology, and what do you call it? Theoretical review, empirical review, methodology. Now, the selected research topic aims to investigate the alignment of educational programs with labor markets, blah, blah, blah. This research endeavors to adopt a quantitative approach because you selected quantitative there, right? And utilizes correlational design because you chose correlational design. And then what? To examine the relationship between educational program and graduate employability. Now, watch. It said the chosen research paradigm. It did not indicate research paradigm, but the engineering behind the scene knows that at the PhD level, we talk about research paradigm. So once the system picks quantitative approach, it knows which research paradigms to pick, and that is behind the scene. You get it? That is behind the scene. It says that the chosen paradigm that aligns with the quantitative approach is positivism, and that's it. It is in literature. This paradigm emphasizes the use of empirical evidence to test hypotheses and establish causal relationship. All right? And it's giving you current references. This was written by the AI. This was written by ScholarWriteAI. You get it? So what I'm saying is that we will all learn, as we progress with this. This is a learning tool for you. If you want to pick it and paraphrase and everything, that is fine. It is cheap so that anyone can access it. So they're going to don't go and pay money. And students of these days, most of them will outsource their work. Now, this will give them the opportunity to sit. They outsource because they don't know their left from right. They don't know how it's going to be. And they don't get it when it's being taught at in class as well. So this is going to help. So Zoom user, your hand is up. Can you unmute yourself and then talk? Yeah, boss, your hand is up. Zoom user.
Hello, Doc.
Yes.
Yeah. So this Godwin, Doc.
Godwin, how are you doing?
So I wanted to find out how I'm fine, Doc. For me, what I want to say is that I'm so proud of what you are doing, and you've been my mentor remotely. In fact, you've really inspired me to have more hands on this AI stuff, especially after the first prompt engineering training. In fact, my working rate at the office has really improved. I've tried to register for this one, but I think that the payment method is only one. It's not one.
It's two.
So I want to ask: could you add other? Okay, because on the platform,
It's two. You have Momo
payment method.
No, you have Momo
to me at the moment.
You have Momo or card. You have Momo or card, and I can.
Okay, then let me refresh again.
Yeah, you have Momo or card. Yes.
Okay, then let me refresh it again because. Okay, so
it's just straightforward. It's just straightforward.
And they were asking of a referral code.
A referral code. Okay, yeah, you can put, if you have a referral code, you can put it there. Can you
okay.
Share your screen? And then go to the ScholarWriteAI. Share your screen like you are registering.
Okay. Thank you very
so
much.
The referral code is just, if anybody, we want to know if somebody referred you to this platform, okay? There are some people who are also marketers who are making money out of it if they refer. So if they give you a code, it means the person who introduced you. It's not network marketing though, but just for some commission. But I just want you to know that we've done this thing as simple and we've reduced the cost. Please, let's share, because if we are not careful as a continent, we will be clouded out. Now, what Knowledge Web is doing for this year, our target is to train up to 2 million people in deep learning and machine learning. We are getting funding from somewhere, and they are targeting 1 billion people in Africa. We can only do 2 million. So very soon, and these training programs we are going to do, apart from the prompt engineer, which is specialized, this one is for the youth at certain age, and it's going to be free. We're going to use Kofi Annan Center. You will see these things out. And the passion is there to make sure that we drive this thing. Most of you have known me to be into procurement and supply chain and all that. I'm a very serious IT guy, just that I like doing the management part, but now I find myself in this space, and we're really going to work things out. Seriously, I'm working with a team, and I have my technical guy. In fact, he sits at the helm of the technical team, Abraham Pashi. For security reasons, I don't want you guys to see his face, but he's around, not assuming, and he has been behind the codes. I do the prompting, and then we have another wizard from the US The name is Teddy. Teddy, are you on the call? Teddy, are you on the call? Okay, Abi. Abi, can you say something? Hello? You are muted, please. Okay, so what we'll do is that you can go there and sign up. The good news is that from now to the end of the month where we're going to do. Okay, Abi. Hi.
Hello, Dave.
Yeah, so I mean the work we did, I mean the guys are appreciating it. How do you feel?
Oh, it feels great. It's
Yeah.
been several months of hard work, and I think we are almost there. So it feels great for people appreciating what we've really worked hard for.
Yeah. Okay. So please just watch for those who want to register. We go through this process. All right. So Max, click on the login. Okay, then create register. You click on register. No, register, please. Yeah. So this is where you do the registration. It's a straightforward process. So you use yeah. Add the 233 plus 233, yeah, because that instruction is there, yeah. And you can add a referral code if you want, and then go to the terms and agreement. Okay, so we've stated here academic dishonesty and all that. I mean, our legal team has done their work here. So go out. So once you sign up, he's already registered. So I don't want him to. Once you click register, now, boss, go into your account because you have already registered. Yeah, go into your account. So use the login. I just want him to see that the payment. So this is what is going to happen. You only have the opportunity to generate a proposal. But this is where you click. Look at the top, click to subscribe. So when you click here, it's going to pull, you see silver, gold, platinum. Have you seen it? So whichever you want to. So assuming you are doing, select any of them. And then select the plan. Monthly. Okay. Then pay stack. So boss, it is at this stage where you can do, please watch here, you can do card. You see mobile money and card. If you click on card, click on card. So if you click on card, then you can use your Visa card or credit card here. So these are the two options. What we will be adding is another currency called Lumi, right? Lumi. And it's an African diaspora currency that is coming up. We'll also add that one. We'll add PayPal to it as well. But at least if you have your card and you are outside or you are using Momo, you should be able to pay. So are you okay, boss? So you can, sign up if you want to. So boss, thank you so much, Maxwell. And please, if you have any question, you can ask. And other than that, I just want to show you that we are going to have another prompt engineering masterclass. The guy who spoke just told you how the one he attended has been very insightful. And I want you to take advantage of this. We are not charging any exorbitant price, but this is it. It's coming on the 25th and 26th. Take advantage. We're going to give you 200 free prompts. We just want to make sure that you are in the game. There's one guy that is doing so well after we introduce him to this platform. And that very day we did the prompt engineering masterclass, the next day, the second day, he had developed, a plan for his organization. He's been sitting around for 3 or 4 months and didn't know what to do. But he got that tool and it was just that. But the next day he told me that, Dr. Boyson, I want to thank you because this is what I've been able to do. And that for those who are using it in their work, they are becoming super efficient. And that is what we want to do, so that we can have time for ourselves and our families as well. Because this kind of always going and coming, and then some work that you should be able to do it within 5 minutes, and then it's taking a whole day. Today, the things that we have to do in the future, they are all being done now. It means that we can live more years before we die. So I want to thank you for your time. And if you have any question, you can ask, but take advantage of this prompt engineering class and then attend. I've put the art outside there. Just take advantage of it. It's going to help you. There's a message. Okay. Please, do you have a WhatsApp group? Yes, we do have a WhatsApp group. So the WhatsApp group is for those who have registered for the prompt engineer. So this is what I'm doing. Okay, I tried writing with ChatGPT. It does not give me a reference. It won't give you a reference, I know. So when you enroll for the ChatGPT, this is what we do. We create a platform. Now we have cohort 2. We are going to cohort 3. Now periodically we are just camping that group, and we don't know, but I think I'm part of the few guys who are doing this prompt engineering training in Ghana, right? Or even other aspects of Africa. Because it's Udemy that has put some, and then Coursera who have put some training materials there so that you go and pay. But for this live interaction, I think our organization is one of the first to be doing that. And the idea is that this group that we are training will become a powerhouse. So we are going to do another high-level training for them and make sure that they're able to do wonders. So that is the idea. So, what you pay is nothing, but what is important is that we're able to build you with the requisite skills and competencies so that you can deliver in whatever you do. We don't have any idea how this AI is going to turn out. I'm telling you, no country has an advantage. But if we get into this game early, I can tell you we will win. And it is easy at this time in our lives to make $1 million. It is very easy at this time.
Hello, Dr. Boyton. There's a question in the chat.
Yeah. Doctor, which plan must you subscribe to have all the access? Okay. So are you a degree or master's? I'm asking because that's how it works out. If you do the platinum and you are not into PhD, then it will not help you. But if you're doing masters, then you can do gold. And then if you want to write articles, you can add the articles to it because it's separate. And then you add the question and answer, and then also the proofread. But the platinum has the proofread as free, part of it. That one has it. Abi, am I right? Are you there? So the platinum has the proofread, but the silver and the gold has only the proposal and the thesis chapter 1 and 2. So if you want to have everything, you may have to be adding on, but it is cheaper to pick the PhD even though you are not using, so that you add the other ones on it. If you pick the PhD and you are adding, I think, the article. Abi, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
So please, can you explain to us? If you pick the PhD and you are adding the article.
Okay. The article itself. Hold on.
Abi, we can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. The article, each one has its own package. Just as Doctor explained, we have the silver, the gold, and the platinum. Now, when you want to subscribe to the article, that one is 19. But when you are already within the package, whether you are with the silver, gold, or platinum, you instead of paying the 19.99, I think you pay 10. Then if for the proofreading, if you subscribe for the platinum, you get the proofreading for free.
Okay, so
and the problem solver, that's $5. That one it needs to be added on to the other packages.
So what you're saying is that if I take silver and I want article writing, I'll just pay $10 in addition.
Yes.
Gold, the same thing.
Exactly.
Platinum, the same thing. But platinum comes with proofread, which is the $10 that is waived. But it is not available for gold and silver.
Yes.
And then the problem solver stands on its own. All right.
On its own, yeah.
All right. Well noted. Okay. Okay, it's degree. So what you can do is that you can subscribe for the degree and then add the problem solver to it. Right? Okay, which is just $5. You add it to it so that you can use it to analyze when there's a question. It helps you, guides you through, and tells you how it applies to the industry.
And I think also with the problem solver, when you are done, it also gives suggestions on some books that you can read, and also the links to those books. So you can use that one to read more in assisting to solve the problem.
That's exciting. That's exciting. Wow. All right. So for those who want to take advantage of this, from now to the end of the month, whatever you do will be free. So what if you sign up? Your sign up will count from the 1st of February, right? That's where it will start, from the 1st of February. So for those who want more articles to write, or you can sign up now and do all the things you want to do the 15th before you start afresh. So you have 1 month free, and then you can take it up from there. Please, can this, let me see, is the subscription active now? It is active. It's active now. I've put the link in it's ScholarWriteAI. Just go, if you type it in, let me put it in there. Just take advantage of it so that ScholarWriteAI. And then share it. Please share it. Share it with friends. And let's all get into this AI craze, because once you use it, you'll be amazed and you'll be researching. You might even want to take a course in AI. That's very important. And also don't forget to, enroll in the ChatGTP prompt engineering, which is also very, very important. I don't know whether we have the link here. I can also post that link on the page for you. The prompt engineering masterclass. You can at least also do that. So I've posted that one also that is for the prompt engineering masterclass. It's also in the chat, but you can also reach out to me. My number 02076962296 is in there. Just want to thank you. I'm seeing a lot of students and then also my colleague lecturers. I'm seeing Cynthia from, I'll keep quiet about it. Cynthia, thanks for joining remotely. And those who are joining from outside the country, thank you. My colleague lecturers, thank you so much for the support. I'm grateful. God bless you. And let's all take advantage of this AI explosion and do something good for Mother Ghana. Thank you so much, and God bless you. These are the articles the system pulled. You see Taylor and Francis. This is Frontier and Springer. So let me see. I only typed this artificial intelligence in education, and it said implementing studies of AI in Africa. Maybe I want to use this. So I move to introduction and I generate the introduction. So this is the introduction. This is a proposal. Generate the problem statement. This is the problem statement. The problem statement is properly crafted and it is just wonderful. Let's read the problem statement. In recent years, the implementation of artificial intelligence in educational setting has gained significant attention due to its potential to transform teaching and learning. And then another article. The urgency of the topic lies in the increasing need to bridge the digital divide and educational access and quality, particularly in the African context, also with reference. This is just amazing. So we move to generate the methodology. And this is carefully crafted because we selected initially that we're doing qualitative research. It brought qualitative research design. Let's use a case study, the technique. Let's use the purposive sampling. Okay, so let's see how we can generate the material. And this is done. Properly referenced. You see, so the population of the studies consists of individuals involved in African ecosystem. This, and with a population of 200, and a purposive sampling method will be employed to select participants who have first-hand experience with AI implementation in education. Purposive sampling allowed for targeted selection of participants who possess relevant knowledge and expertise. So that's the significance of the study. If you are not okay with this, you can retry. So I'm going to download and boom, this is what I have. This is the power of the ScholarWriteAI. Just want to show you that what you have done, if you go back to your dashboard, everything is there. If you could not finish, you can continue on from any point. are the articles the system pulled. See Taylor and Francis. This is Frontier and Springer. So let me see. I only typed this artificial intelligence in education, and it said implementing studies of AI in Africa. Maybe I want to use this. So I move to introduction, and I generate the introduction. So this is the introduction. This is a proposal. Generate the problem statement. This is the problem statement. The problem statement is properly crafted and it is just wonderful. Let's read the problem statement. In recent years, the implementation of artificial intelligence in educational setting has gained significant attention due to its potential to transform teaching and learning. And then another author. The urgency of exploring this topic lies in the increasing need to bridge the digital divide and enhance educational access and quality, particularly in the African context, also with reference. This is just amazing. So we move to generate the methodology. And this is carefully crafted because we selected initially that we're doing qualitative research. It brought qualitative research design. Let's use a case study, the technique. Let's use the purposive sampling. Okay, so let's see how we can generate the material. And this is done. Properly referenced. You see, so the population of the studies consists of individuals involved in African ecosystem. Those this, and with a population of 200, and the purposive sampling method will be employed to select participants who have first-hand experience with AI implementation in education. Purposive sampling allowed for targeted selection of participants who possess relevant knowledge and expertise. So there's the significance of the study. If you are not okay with this, we can retry. So I'm going to download and boom, this is what I have. This is the power of the ScholarWriteAI. Just want to show you that what you have done, if you go back to your dashboard, everything is there. If you could not finish, you can continue on from any point.